So let's just get into how .env works. So first of all, let us just assume I have a file main.js. I'm going to say something like API key is equal to ABC123. So let's just write const API key, more better. So now, what if I want to protect this API key and not share it publicly when I'm sharing my whole project publicly? So what I do in that case is, let's just save that. What I do is npm install .env. So now .env is installed, and as you can see, all the npm basic files and packages have kind of spawned over here. Let's just ignore these. And then what we're going to do is just to clear this. And now, as .env is installed, now let's just see how to use .env. So first of all, for using .env, what you need is a .env file. So in this file, I'm going to store all my key values, like my API keys. So let's just say ABC123. I'm storing it over here. So now this can be anything. Okay, this can be anything. It can be your actual API keys, it can be a MongoDB or login string, or it can be many other things. Okay, so this is just for storing it securely. So we'll just see how we are storing it securely exactly. So let's just clear this. What and yeah, now as I've stored it over here, I need a way to import it into my JavaScript file. So how I'm going to do that? That's with .env. So what I'm going to do is configure it. So just require press escape to uh, reject that autocomplete. Just type .env to require .env and then configure it at once in the same line. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to print, okay, not print, console.log process m dot my variable name. Now variable name is API key, so I'm just putting an API key. So as you can see and guess, but right now the .env package actually loads these variables as an environment variable. Okay, so this is unique to the system itself, and it is not generalized. The environment variables, I mean. So API key is now an environment variable. So it's not generalized. It is unique to every system, and it is stored in a .env file. Now, obviously, when you're pushing code, you don't want your .env file to be pushed by the Git. Okay, so I'll just git init first here. Okay, so it just exists. Okay, sorry. So then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a git ignore file in which I'm going to specify it to ignore the .env folder as well as the node modules, because who wants node modules? Yeah. So yep, as you can see right now that the env and this is being untracked. It is not being tracked. It's not even trying to track those. So anytime you access this is totally secure. Only when you have this .env file in your system will it be able to actually use the variable's actual value. So that's all. Let's just run this once. As you can see, it prints out the exact file. And if for some reason this file were to be deleted, and then it just is just undefined because there's no such value. Yep. And let's just undo that. Okay, I just can't undo that. I'll have to create a .env folder, then API key. I'm a new user. Let's just assume that I'm a new user. So I'll just say XYZ 789. So this is my API key. Now I'm using this project. So this is basically going to print my API key rather than others' API, personal API keys. Fine, that's all.